What's good? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. Very interesting. The mayor of New York City has decided, in his infinite wisdom, that hip-hop, not just hip-hop, drill music, he wants it off social media. What's good? I see you. Well, yeah, people calling for bans, there's always a catch to it. Now, drill music came along and a lot of violence ensued from the drill music that they heard. Restrictions had to be put on YouTube based around it. But let's look at things a little deeply. A little deeper than what we've been looking at them, you know? Look at things a little bit deeper. Drill music is a reflection of what the world is today and the conditions that people are living in. Hip-hop is that. When rap first came out, they was rapping about unemployment. People no jobs and they got no hair. They got nowhere. The government didn't give up. People were rapping about their conditions. That was their form of drill rap. So as the conditions worsened, they rapped about the communities and how crack was whack and all of these different things. Then the music started to change. People start selling the drugs and then they start promoting that in their raps. The conditions and what they were living in ended up being the things they rapped about. Then it was about jewelry, flashy cars, and all these fancy women. Then it's, I got a bigger car than you, I got a bigger house, I got a bigger chain. Then I got beepers, I got limos. Then that changed. Till it's all about me. I'm the fly guy. I'm the PIMP. It went to being the flyers, the pimpers. Then it went to, I'm more gangster than you. You ain't more gangster than me. I take out 5 people a day just for breakfast. That became the new norm. Everybody was gangsters. Everybody was an Italian mobster. So that was their form of drill music. Now, as people were once again rhyming about their conditions, one thing you notice, the people who are responsible were never being held accountable. Nobody was even thinking about holding accountable The people who are responsible. Nobody thought about once, why are these conditions getting worse and worse and worse? Why do you think drill rap exists? You've increased the distribution of opioids that used to be medically prescribed to people. Now people can get them anywhere they go. They're all on the streets now. This affects people's brains. You know, makes them dangerous. Makes people want to get tattoos on their face, put on lipstick, and get long nails. Get crazy. Their emotions switch just like that. They're not thinking straight. You put them in situations where there are no jobs, no recreation, no opportunities. And you just throw them there and give them drugs and guns. They have access to all these popular guns, and now they're all on the streets, tearing each other apart, and you guys just come and pick up the pieces. But yet, drill music, that's the problem. You took music out of the classrooms. Where else they gonna practice it? This is what they're surrounded by. This is their art form. This is how they express themselves on music. The problem is not the drill music, is what they're actually saying to other people, because they warped out of their minds on drugs. Most people are just threatening other people. And sending messages to them directly and being very disrespectful in the process. New York City got the wave of the music, but that's not all they got. New York has got a big opioid problem. It's huge in New York. Now they got gangs in New York. And all these crews and guys rolling with each other, and they biting their lip and talking drill time, and they're threatening each other and just going crazy because they warped out of their minds on drugs. But instead of the mayor putting a war against drugs, period, he wants the war to be directly aimed at the music and blocking it from social media. Like that's where the main blame is. Everybody wants to put a band-aid on the wound, but it's still bleeding out. So you're just gonna what? Change the band-aid? Keep changing band-aids. Why don't you treat the wound? Because that's a bigger problem. People is profiting off of this. So that's a bigger problem. See, now you're talking about the real issues. Now you got to go all the way to Biden. Oh, Kamala Harris. Where's she at? New York's a Democratic state. Where are the Democrats? Shouldn't they be out there fighting this New York City problem with you? Where's your governor? Or acting governor? Where's he at? What's going on over there in New York? Because y'all problem is just like every other problem. Gentrification. New York is very gentrified, just like Chicago. And what they're doing now is they're inserting people that shouldn't be, but they're inserting these people in a position of power where they shouldn't be. And they're keeping everybody gentrified as much as they can and saying, here are the zones. These are the red zones where most of the opioids and all the other drugs and low-income housing and all this stuff is going to be crammed into. And you wonder why Dave Chappelle did what he did. And I told y'all on One Crack News why Dave did what he did. No, because they want to find something else to be the problem. We gotta ban drill music. That's the problem, drill music. It was like blaming NWA for all the violence in America. You know, it's like they're a rap group. They're rapping about it. People are actually out there doing it. But yeah, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the songs. Well, they always are going to come after people the wrong way because in their eyes, there's no such thing as a good person. There isn't. Everybody's corrupt. And they're right. Everybody that was good, they gone. Big Mama and them ain't here no more. They all gone. Everybody here is left over trying to survive the madness of what's happening here in this western region. We trying to navigate it the best we can. You looking at somebody who never done drugs a day in his life and he's proud. Me. No tattoos. Didn't have a desire for tattoos. No ear piercings. Original man. Didn't need that stuff. When we was growing up, nobody had tattoos and wanted to even get one. Only people that had tattoos, people in jail. And if you got a tattoo, it's like, oh, you must don't want to work. You must don't want a job. People who had tattoos were considered stupid. Stupid people are dummies. Now it's a fashion statement. But it is what it is, right? Doesn't mean that somebody has a tattoo is a bad person, because now they just made it a fashion statement. I still think it's stupid. But people want to put their kids, but I got my kids on me. I'm like, what? You gonna forget your kids? Good thing you know them now. They written on your body. What does that mean? Putting poison ink in your skin, to me, is like the desecration of your flesh. Something that is totally in the Bible saying that it's not good to do and totally against it. And I'm like, I'm cool with that. I don't need any more piercings. I got enough scars anyway just from life. So it's not biblical to me. I didn't want any tattoos anyway. I thought it was a waste of money and pretty stupid. But so is a gold chain. You know, but I ended up having a long gold chain. That was a waste of money, but the older you get, you'll realize that. But I was jeweled up like Shaka Zulu. Had the $ ring with the diamonds on it. The gold ring. I had a gold 14 karat gold pinky ring nugget. I gave that to a dumb broad. And I was the dummy for giving it to her. She tried to give it back, and I'm like, no, you keep it. I should have said, thank you. Thank you. But I was young. I didn't know no better. Life lessons. But once you realize you don't need that stuff, that's all that matters. Now I'm gonna go in though and relax. Dude.